Right then, this is a quick walk around video for an absolutely lovely looking car. This is a Lexus NX300 hybrid and it's the F Sport model. 2017 car with 68,000 miles, finished in black, which looks fantastic on these cars. It really does. It's got the half red black leather interior, which is the perfect companion for that. Go around the car for you. We kept very nicely. Front of the car is still a bold looking car in my opinion. If other manufacturers could launch this today, they'd be very happy with this as a modern car. Front of the car, big Lexus grille on the F Sports, look lovely. Sinister lights, really clean. Lights and lenses, there's no cracks of condensation. Bonnet, can't see any obvious stone chip. There's going to be the odd minor one, but you're talking minuscule. Near side of the car, lovely and smooth down the flanks. And there's that front alloy in very nice condition. Oh, that's really nice. It's a bit of a mizzly day, so it's got a bit of a funny finish to the car. It's got a bit of light drizzle on it, so I do apologise, but I've got to squeeze these in when I can. Here's that rear alloy again, generally very good. Come around the back. The fact that the back's as nicely styled as the front is quite rare in modern day. Clean and tidy. Offside, driver's side, again lovely and smooth down the panels, very clean. Rear alloy, very nice. And main tyre work is really good. Front alloy very good, just a tiny bit of pickling at by the badge there, but for a car that's age and mileage, it's in lovely condition. Let's come to the boot of the car. Obviously electric tailgate, as you can clearly see. Nice sized boot, any respect of any Lexus. Beautifully finished inside. Let's come into the back of the car now. Gorgeous interior. It's rose red and black leather interior. It looks absolutely stunning. It's been kept very nicely as well. Come to the front, passenger side. Full set of original Lexus mats. Passenger seat again. Age and mileage is very good indeed. So finally come to the driver's door card. Really clean. Same with the footwell areas down there. Electric driver's seat, heated, both front seats are. Again, in really good condition there. So inside the car now, engine's running, so the dash is illuminated, and probably the best dashboard you can find in class as well. Looks absolutely stunning, lovely condition. The sat nav, you can see, working exactly as it should. Pop the car into reverse, got that lovely clear rear parking camera which complements the front and rear parking sensors. Coming down, it's just really nicely done. Come to the main dash pinnacle. Hopefully you can see 68,247 miles, and there are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. That's the dash, by the way, you see when you're in normal and sports, normal and eco mode. Twist to the right there, suddenly red hue, rev counter on the left, and just looks stunning, absolutely stunning. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Lexus NX300 hybrid, and it's the F Sport model. Car's registered CF17FRR, and mileage at the start of the road test is 68,236 miles. The reason, as I always say for these videos, is very simple. It's just to show the car operating, but to feedback on any issues that may be apparent on the car. It's really frustrating, as we know, to go and see a car which can look absolutely fine in a photograph or a description, but only to get there and find out it's actually got a really obvious fault that shows up, which you'd much rather known about before setting off. So that's why we do it. Also done on these very quiet country roads in this beautiful part of Gloucestershire. And this actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on. And the hope is, of course, it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you go on a drive in the car. So coming to the car, push button start. All whirs up silently and instantly, no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car, apart from a low fuel light at the moment, which I'm about to attend to by putting a drop of fuel in. Those who don't know, I'm sure you do by now, this is a self-charging hybrid. You just drive it and run it like a normal petrol car. You're just going to get low on fuel, you're going to go for another 400 miles or so and stand at a fuel pump for about 2 minutes and off you go again. No running out of battery, nothing like that, no range anxiety. What is less apparent to some people who've never driven one is just how amazing these things are to drive. It is so smooth, refined, and I use the word in the advert advisedly. It is pretty much completely seamless in the way it delivers its power. The interaction between the engine and the hybrid system, the way it comes in and comes out, it's just stuff of genius. It makes conventional cars with conventional gearboxes feel really kind of old hat, bit clunky and agricultural, especially when you're manoeuvring at low speeds, where sometimes gearboxes can be indecisive. They're not quite sure what gear to be in. This is just serene at all times, and everyone comments on it. The engine obviously feeds through into the auto box, CVT gearbox, which suits the car absolutely perfectly. It's a lovely companion because, as he said, you've got that literally, because there's no gear changes, you just got this almost elastic band of power delivery where you just get pulled forward. Occasionally the revs will go up, which they're meant to do, and you kind of catch up with it. You adapt to it within a day of driving. It is brilliant. Don't believe the hooligans that drive these things on road tests where you say, listen to it droning away because of the CVT. Well, yeah, if you shove your foot down and leave it down, which no one ever does unless you're doing a 0 to 60 time in a road test magazine, once in a blue moon, you come off a slip road, you've got to shove your foot down and go, and it'll flare up, which they're meant to do, and then it backs off, and that's what it is. It is genius in the way it actually works. And on the move, with just normal driving, it's one of the smoothest things you'll ever drive. Coming on to the steering and chassis, these are lovely cars to drive. Steering is beautifully weighted. It's got the kind of even though it's electric power steering, it's got an oily feel to it. It's very precise and accurate. The interaction between it and the chassis is absolute perfection for this type of car, because ultimately it's got to be a comfortable car. It's made to be very comfortably, and it does a fantastic job of it, I have to say. Very smooth riding. But when you go through corners, it's agile, it's capable, it's much more so than you'd ever give it credit for, actually. So even going through a corner like this, which is a bit of a funny one, turning with a bit more speed than normal, hardly any movement to the steering wheel, it just flows through absolutely fantastically well. The steering, by the way, exhibits no vibrations at all at this speed, or any speed actually up to the legal limit. Tracks absolutely perfectly as well, and the chassis likewise exhibits no clonks, no rattles, nothing from underneath. All feels tight as a drum. And the brakes on the car are fantastic, powerful. There's no pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal either. Coming back to the engine, you can operate it in 3 modes. You've got a little button down here, a knob. You can twist it left to go to eco mode, normal in the middle, sport to the right, and it actually does make a difference. Ones I've owned, and I've owned a few of these, I've driven pretty much 100% of the time in normal mode, and it seems to do the job wonderfully for me. Around town, eco is absolutely fine. You could use it on the open road, but I find it makes it a bit too slow. Twist it to the right, suddenly rev counters magically appeared, and it feels keener to get up to go, more audible. It's there if you need it, but most people won't ever touch it, in all honesty. Then finally coming inside, sun's getting down a bit, so I do apologise it's getting a bit dark. This is build quality. Beautiful materials, beautifully assembled, a fantastic interior design. You feel wrapped around without it being a cliche, because it really does feel like that. Switch gears of the very highest quality, beautifully laid out, as Lexus always do. Even the detailing of the labelling of the switch gear is just second to none, and all working absolutely perfectly. You've got your sat nav there, climate control system which pumps out ice cold air. We tried a nice warm workshop earlier on. You've also got heated seats again, which work exactly as intended, and then you've got this dash binnacle in front. Again, detailing from Lexus is brilliant, and it is a joy to behold. And then you've got this lovely leather bound F Sport steering wheel. As I said, the point of the video, it's only brief, it's just to show you the car operating. I can't fault it. This drives absolutely sensationally.